Este es Ron con enetcomputers.com, otro video para ti. Hoy I'm going to show you how to take out the hard drive from an Acer Aspire E1-470P-6659. I think you can see the model on camera. Aspire E1-470P-6659 laptop. Okay, first thing you want to do is take out the battery. I took this apart already because I made a previous video showing you how to replace the keyboard. I'm not gonna unscrew any of the screws, but I have them right there in a pile. There's quite a few of them, and I can quickly count and tell you how many you'll have to take out. Let me readjust the camera because it adjusted itself. It's got a mind of its own. It looks like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Let's see. Let's try it again. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19. Looks like probably 19 screws. Also, this laptop did not come with an optical drive. It just had a dummy device. And this screw right here holds it in place. So you'll have to unscrew that screw, take out that screw, and then this will just come right out. So be aware of that. You have to take this out because it slides in order to, get to the rest of the computer. So take that out. In order to take out the battery, there are no releases. You notice how there's no releases on this end? There's no release on that end and none in the middle. There's a release valve, so to speak. There's a hole, and this is the first laptop I've ever ran across this. The release is right here. It looks like a screw, but it's not. You do not want to try to screw anything in there, like after the fact. You either a paper clip perhaps or a screwdriver, you just place it in the hole and move like this. Move the opposite way. It'll release it. Then, so you have to pull the release and then pull out the battery. I almost had it. This is very strange to me, but that's how it's designed. Come on, I did it once before. How about if I do it without holding it in my hand? Let's see. Pull, and then pull out the battery. There it goes. You see how it pulled out now? There. And then if you notice, the release is still over on the left, or over here on the right. When you replace the battery, the release will go back to where it was at. Inside there, the release moves. Very strange, very odd. Okay, now we've got the battery out. And then once you removed all the screws, make sure you get them all, make sure you don't forget any. Then you can, put it on like this, however you like, however is most comfortable. Or I kind of like doing this thing. I kind of set it on its opposite side, but be careful of the screen. You don't want to drop anything, and obviously you don't want it. But if you just gently lay it on that side, now it's gonna try to tip. But if you do it correctly, it'll just sit like that. Then you probably want you can use a guitar pick, or if you've repaired dumb devices, smart devices, you've got these plastic picks, or even a tool like that. Then what you do is to separate the plastic, you do this. You run it across and it's going to separate. You see how it separated? And do not pull too much. You want to be assertive but not aggressive. You don't want to just yank shit. You know why? Because the ribbon cables are still connected, and if you yank too hard, they may get damaged, especially where they're connected. So now there is some leeway. So in order to get to the hard drive, it's right here. So we don't need to disconnect these ribbon cables because we probably have enough room. But just become aware when you take laptops apart that the keyboards and the mouse pads are connected via ribbon cables, and that's why you don't want to just yank things apart. Now we can get to the hard drive, and it looks like, let's see what we're going to have to do to get this hard drive out. There's a ribbon cable here that's across the hard drive that looks like we're going to have to here. Can you see it? Let's see if I can move the camera down more. There we go. So it looks like there's a ribbon cable here across the hard drive. I don't know why it's like that, but just unless I can get I don't think I'm going to be able to get the hard drive out of there. No, probably not. So there's little release latches there. When they're down, it's tight. Just pull up with your fingernail. Pull up. Come on. Okay, you see how it's up now? And then pull out. That's how you get these ribbon cables out without destroying them. There's some tape, and we'll just leave that. I'm not going to disconnect on the other end. Here, I'll show you the cables. You see these metal contacts? They can break, and I don't know of any way to repair them if you break these contacts. That's why you don't want to yank these laptops apart, because I have broken a ribbon cable that was the power button on a laptop, and I had to order a replacement ribbon cable because one of these contacts broke off. Alright, now let's see how we can get this hard drive out. Okay, so it just pulls out. It pulls out, but be careful because there's other cables. There's an adapter cable. If you notice, the adapter cable looks like it's connected somewhere underneath the motherboard, but don't start yanking shit. So just pull the adapter off. Just pull out, even on both ends, and there you go. There's the adapter. That's the SATA adapter that connects to the motherboard. It looks like it must be underneath a little bit. So leave that there. I don't know what this is. It's not even sticky. You know, it looks like it ripped off. I'm not sure if somebody else was working on this laptop. It's possible. But we'll just throw that away because it's not even sticky, so it's not like I can put it back. That's it. And then you can just make sure that these cables don't get broke. You can just put back the keyboard and then just put the laptop somewhere safe. And you don't have to screw anything back. And then let's say, just hypothetically, you got a replacement hard drive. Now there's this metal right here that came out. Somebody must have been working on this. You notice that little piece of metal? I don't know where that attaches. We can look. It may not even be necessary, but it did fall off. I'm trying to see where it came off of. I have no idea where that fell off of. It just was stuck to the hard drive, so we won't worry about that because I don't know where it goes. So I'll just set that aside. Let's say this is the new hard drive. That's the replacement. I don't know if you need these little shock absorbers, these little rubber pads. You can try to peel it off. I'm not going to. I don't think you can even take it off the old hard drive and put it on the new hard drive. You could try it. I don't know if these are necessary or not, these little pads, but you know what I'm saying? Alright, so then you just reverse engineer it. Open it up, and before you attach that ribbon cable, you must have this the correct way, and just attach the adapter, the SATA adapter cable that connects to the motherboard. It looks like underneath, and then it's connected, and then you just push down gently, or just push down, and there, you notice there's some foam on the sides, and these little, I don't know if those are necessary. It looks like, you notice right here, I don't know if I can get that on camera. You see that right here? The metal, it must, I'm not sure, there's some more foam here, right there over the hard drive. I'm not sure if these rubber pieces even will hit that metal, but you never know. Alright, just be aware of that. Be aware of details like that. And then you would just reconnect the ribbon cable. When you connect ribbon cables, these types, there's two different types. There's these that have like a little hood, a little latch. You press down to tighten, you pull up to loosen. You just grab the ribbon cable and make sure it's the right side up, which is they're usually labeled USB or the blue side. You notice how if you turn it upside down, you can see the metal contacts. It's the opposite side with the blue, and then maybe a label, a sticker. Just grab that and then just push in. Let's see, I think it's on, yeah, it's on camera, although it's not really zoomed in, but I don't know if I don't have the type of camera to do that. So push in, make sure the lever is up, push in, make sure there, it's, you notice how it pushed in. You can grab these by these little fins, or the right here, or you can just kind of guide it and then just push in. And then once it's tight, you notice there's a line. You see right above the USB there's a black line. Can you see that? You want to make sure that it's not crooked. That's there for a reason. There's a black, sometimes the lines are white, sometimes they're black. They're there for a reason, so that when you reconnect the cable, that it's not crooked and it's flush. Now press down on the release, push it down again, and it's tight. And just double check your work. Make sure that that white or black line is as close to the plastic as possible, and that it's not crooked. Once you've done this, you'll understand. But that's it. And now the hard drive is back in place. But since I have to do data recovery, and that's the reason why I'm even pulling the drive, again, my philosophy, if it's not broke, don't fix it. If I did not have to recover the data, another reason why I have to pull the hard drive is this Windows 10 machine will not mount USB flash drives, and it doesn't have a DVD drive. So I'd have to load another operating system on it, possibly. I don't have that time. So plus there's a problem with the keyboard that I made a separate video, and I had to take this apart anyways. So I'm killing multiple birds with one stone. Since I need the hard drive, I'm just going to take it out again. So just pull up on these little latches, releases. There, it's up. And then just pull the cable. And that's it. And then we're going to pull up on the drive again, gently, because they're connected to an adapter, and you don't want to pull too hard because this cable is connected somewhere underneath to the motherboard, and you don't want to tear the cable. Just take the adapter, maybe on by both ends, or try one side at a time. Just pull it, and then there you go. And then boom, boom, hook it up to your data recovery computer or whatever it is. There you go. So that's how you take out and or replace a hard drive on an Acer Aspire E1-470P-6659. Adios!